This video is instructions for Monday, March 15th, and we are just finalizing our review of Ir plus A. This 6.1 and 6.2 is really the same assignment. It's just that I'm giving one place to turn in the writing part and one place to turn in the speaking part. So you'll want to go ahead and click in here on 6.1. And this asks you, ¿Qué vas a hacer durante las vacaciones de primavera? What are you going to do during spring break? And I'm going to ask you to tell me 5 activities you plan to do. They can be real or made up activities. It's up to you, whatever you prefer. It could even be things as simple as like sleeping or resting. It doesn't have to be fancy or extravagant, but it can be. That is totally up to you. So we did this in class. So if you missed class, this is to help you kind of catch up. You'll want to click on this document. It's going to force you to make a copy. And then when you open this, it'll say copy of right here at the top. And you'll notice that my very first thing I asked you to do is remove copy of from the title. So you'll want to take this off. And then we did steps 3 through 6 in class. So this is just a walkthrough for that again. You want to make sure you include all of the following things. So use this kind of like a checklist, and I would go in order. So you've removed copy of. Now we're going to write in the provided blue box. I cannot talk. Below these instructions. So let's scroll down and find the blue box. Here's the blue box. Right in this box. I'm only going to read what you put in this box. Okay? And you should list 5 or more activities. And be sure what you say is what you will do, not what you do. So say voy a or vamos a, I am or we are going to, and I have an example here, viajar a Hawaii. For example, I will not say viajo a Hawaii. I travel to Hawaii. I will say voy a viajar a Hawaii. So I'm saying what I will do. That's the purpose of this assignment. You want 5 or more simple sentences that look like this example. You'll notice the example has the highlight, the different color. That's so you can recognize exactly what I'm showing you in the example. When you have 5 or more sentences like this one in your blue box, you are ready to go to number 5, step 5. If you haven't done that yet, stop this video and write your 5 sentences. So with that done, you are needing some transition words so that this is not a list. So you might have voy a viajar a Hawaii, and then también voy a dormir mucho porque estoy cansada. So maybe you're going to add some words like también, and I've listed a bunch of choices here. You might say durante las vacaciones de primavera. Maybe that goes on the very front, right up here before voy. And we have things like primero, entonces, luego, después, también, más tarde, por la noche, por la mañana, and there's many more. You can use others that you know. These are just some examples to help you. So now you have 5 sentences, and they're stitched together with these connecting words. So we have things like, durante las vacaciones de primavera, voy a viajar a Hawaii. También voy a dormir mucho porque estoy cansada. Okay? When you have that part done in the blue box, you are ready to go to number 6. Now choose 2 of your activities and tell why you do them. And you see that I have highlighted the porque estoy muy cansada. So you're going to use either porque, because, or para, to, or so that. For example, I could say para pasar tiempo con mi familia, to spend time with my family. So you can decide, but you want 2 of those to have a reason why you're going to do them. So now you've got a nice paragraph at this point. Now go through your paragraph, and for anywhere you use the verb ir, I would like you to highlight that a light blue color. It doesn't have to match my color, just some light blue color. And anywhere you used a conjugated verb, please highlight that a light yellow color. And then you will submit this at 6.1 right here. Click submit, and you can submit the assignment. But then there's still one more step. That's for 6.2. Practice saying your plans out loud and then submit a video of yourself doing that at 6.2. So you'll want to come back, click over here, click on 6.2, read your real or pretend spring break plans to yourself over and over out loud until you feel comfortable. When you feel like you're ready, click Submit Assignment, and then you can click Record or Upload Media. You don't have to make your video somewhere else. You can just click Record right here and create the video right here in Canvas and submit it. If you want to make it through WeVideo or through Adobe Spark or something else, as long as it plays for me and you upload it here, you would still click Upload Media. That is fine. I'm going to watch your videos and read your writing tomorrow, Wednesday, March 17th. So please have it submitted by then. Hasta pronto. This is video instructions for martes 16 de marzo, Tuesday, March 16th. Scroll on down to martes. And here we have 6.3 today, reflexive verbs, guided notes, and practice. This is the first new thing that's not review that we're looking at. So we're going to look at how to use reflexive verbs with some guided notes. You want to click on download. And when you do that, you will get this document. It'll say copy of. You should remove copy of because it's frustrating to have over and over and over in your Google Drive everything start with copy of. So remove that from the title. And then notice that everywhere that there is a yellow dash, that is where you fill something in. So for example, Spanish verbs usually end in AR, ER, and IR, and so on. So wherever you see that yellow, that means there's something for you to fill in. If you missed class, you can get these notes by opening them here and filling them in on your own notes page. You should still come back and fill in your own notes and save them. This will help you read through it carefully to be sure you understand. So the copy is there and available. When you have finished your notes, then you should come back here and we're going to complete the practice down here where it says download the practice. It will force you to make a copy, and it looks like this. You have 10 sentences here, and you're practicing using what was applied or what we took notes on from over here. You will need these notes in order to successfully translate these sentences. So for example, the first one, which is the one I did in class, the others everyone did in class, and then we shared answers at the end. So for the first one, I would look at it like this. The subject here is yo, I. So I'll go ahead down here and say yo. And then the verb is over here in parentheses that I want you to use. So use the verb despertarse. And the new thing we're learning is this se, these reflexive pronouns, which if you've gone and done your notes, you know. I also am indicating here that there is going to be a stem change. The stem change always occurs on the second vowel when there is more than one. So here's the first one, and here's the second one. And it means any more than one before this ending that we're going to take off. So I'm going to make a stem change on that E and change it to IE, and I'm going to give it an AR-yo ending, AR verb. So I'll write despierto. Oops, I missed a letter. Yo despierto. And then I have to remember it's reflexive. And what we were learning is that that goes in front of this verb. So it says, yo me despierto a las 6:30 cada mañana. Now, if you didn't know a word like this one, cada, every. It's okay. You could look it up at Word Reference. You could go to Google Translate for that word. Don't look phrases up. It will give you the wrong stuff. Don't look sentences up. But words, it's a great tool for that. So you could look it up. But truly, the most important thing here is that you're getting a practice with using reflexive pronouns with the verb and remembering it goes on the front when the verb is conjugated like this, or like on number 4, when you have two verbs, you need, and then to shave, you're going to have the verb necesitar. So it would be tú necesitas, and then we leave this alone, and it becomes afeitarte. So I'll go ahead and do that one as well. It was the other example done in class. So we would say, this time I'm going to leave the tú off. Remember that that is optional, those personal pronouns. So we have necesitas, and then to shave, afeit, and then I'm going to leave it as its infinitive form because it's after a conjugated verb. Necesitas is conjugated from necesitar. And then I need the two reflexive pronouns. So necesitas afeitarte. And that would be my sentence. When there are two verbs, when there's one conjugated verb, the next one stays infinitive, but since it's reflexive, it needs an infinitive pronoun change to match the subject, which is you, tú. That's why it's te, which you can get from the notes. When you have finished these sentences, then you can click here and review the answers. Check yours against mine and make sure that you have the correct answers. Come to class ready to ask any questions you have so that I can support you. If you're feeling unsure at all and you need any other explanation, feel free to watch this video, Daily Routine in Spanish. It's going to talk about reflexive pronouns. I hope this helps. Hasta luego. These are your instructions for 6.6 with daily routine. Go ahead and click in here. You'll want to download the daily routines vocabulary and review it and just become familiar with it. So, look on here and see what are things that you can see that are part of your routine. For example, you'll see the second verb there is acostarse, and it has that UE stem change on the O, second vowel, to go to bed. We all do that one, but not everybody shaves necessarily. So you can look through here and find vocabulary that connects to your own daily routine. Then you should listen to these video instructions. Hopefully you're doing that. It really will help you to be able to complete this formative. And open the formative. When you open it, you're going to read through the daily routine and consider how similar or different it is from your own and answer the 5 questions by putting the activities in order. And then on your own Google Doc, make one that's called My Daily Routine. Write 5 sentences telling what you do during a typical day. These could be things like me despierto, me levanto, me cepillo los dientes, me baño, whatever they are. List out at least 5 things that kind of carry us through part of your day. So let's go ahead and open the formative. When you click there, you'll get this formative. And there are lots of instructions here. Listen to the audio instructions. They are at the bottom of all these instructions right here, this play button. You should listen to those for instructions about how to read through this. And then look over here at this daily routine. It says, me despierto y me levanto. Me quito el pijama y me baño. Después de bañarme, me seco con la toalla. This daily routine could be similar or different from your own. Consider how it is, different or similar. And know that it will help you, once you finish reading through it, to put in order the activities down here at the bottom. Now, there is a small vocabulary box, but all this vocabulary is also on the handout that I asked you to just get a little familiar with. So you might want to have the handout open in one tab where you could go back and forth to it. So then you're going to come down here and answer these questions. It says Javier's morning schedule is completely out of order. Put the events in order in which each is most likely to happen. You have to pay attention to the details. So for number 1, you would just choose the order. So read these. Bañarme y secarme. Is that the first thing someone would do? Vestirme. Despertarme temprano. Lavarme los dientes y salir para el colegio. Quitarme el pijama. And think about what makes sense to be first. For example, would somebody be doing this, bañarme y secarme, before they quitarme el pijama, before they take off their pajamas? No. So you'll want to click the one in order. Figure out which is first, and then you'll click on that one first, etc. When you're finished with that, you should write on a sheet of paper or like on a Google Doc would be ideal, 5 to 8 sentences about your daily routine. And then read that to yourself out loud at least 5 times. This will help you with an assignment that we will complete when we come back from spring break. I hope you have a wonderful spring break. I will see you on Monday the 29th. Adios.